Today's game, the Immokalee Indians versus the undefeated Booker Tornadoes, is brought to you by Albertson Supermarket, Play It Again Sports, and your local Subway shop.
Hello again, everybody, from Tornado Alley on the campus of Booker High School. It's time for high school football. My name is Ralph Giannotti, and welcome to our coverage of the game between the Immokalee Indians and the Booker Tornadoes. The Tornadoes will be kicking off as we start this game, and they start the game having clinched the Class 4A District 12 title last week. This is an intersectional game. Immokalee still playing in for their district title. They are 6-1 on the year. But Booker right now is riding the crest of a great undefeated season, 7-0 for first-year coach Leroy Riles. Now we'll watch as the Tornadoes prepare to kick off. Doing the kicking for Booker is Kip Zimmerman. Back deep for the Immokalee Indians is Jean Cantreve and Edgerrin James. And here's the kick. And it's going to go to the far side, and it looks like James, and he is going to be wrapped up quick. Down at about the 29-yard line. And the Immokalee Indians will take over. Making the tackle for Booker, Tony Campbell and Derek Saunders. You're going to hear Derek Saunders a lot on defense tonight. He is a very quick tackler for the Booker defense. At quarterback, Edren Smith. In the running back positions, Edgerrin James. And at a flanker, it's Ernest Hall. James takes the snap. He's looking to throw early. He rolls right. And now he pulls it back down, takes it across the 30 to the 34-yard line. Wrapped up there by Maurice Bowman and Ronnie Williams for the Booker Tornadoes after a gain of about 5 yards. The Tornadoes in their purple jerseys and pants with their white uniforms. Immokalee, as you can tell, dressed in white. They brought a few folks up. It's a long drive from down in the southern central part of the state, down around Lake Okeechobee. Smith rolls left. Now tries to throw, passes off the shoe tops and picked up by Jean Cantreve. Cantreve gets a reception at the 44-yard line. It's a 10-yard reception and a first down. Take a look at the replay here. As you watch Smith, the junior quarterback, rolls and throws on the run and picked up just off the top of the turf by Cantreve, and it's a first down for Immokalee. The Indians break from their huddle with a wide receiver to the near side and a flanker on the left side. It's James and Hall in the backfield, and James dives forward across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Brought down by Ben Whitman and Steve Cannon for Booker. You know, I'll tell you what, he made a few more yards on that than it first looked. It looked like about a gain of 1.5 yards, and he choked it out to 3. Just kept moving out. It'll be 2nd down and 7. There is first-year coach Leroy Riles, and what a job he's done here at Booker. He has taken the team to its district championship, is undefeated through the first 7, looking to make it number 8 tonight. Edren Smith brings the team up with a pro set in the backfield and wide receivers left and right. And he's looking in hands off to Roy Campbell, and Campbell is stopped right away. He was hit right at the line. And Tony, make that Ben Whitman, the 6'2", 220-pound senior, comes up to make the hit, holds him to a half-yard gain. We'll call it 3rd and 7. And Immokalee faces its first long 3rd down situation. Just underway, 9.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. We'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. Albertsons in the Landing Shopping Center. Play It Again Sports at Sarasota Crossings at Fruitville Road and I-75. And Subway Sandwiches. Smith rolls right, has room, could throw or run, tucks it away, turns it upfield across midfield to the 44-yard line, 46-yard line rather, and he'll be very close to a first down. Looked like he got about 6.5 on the play. Here's the replay, and let's see watch how Smith checks the linebackers by keeping that ball up. Nobody's going to go as long as he's pumping. Now they come up as he pulls the ball back down. And we're going to bring the sticks across the field for a measurement. The head coach at Immokalee is Gary Meadows. And he's going to watch as his team is about 18 inches or so short of a first down. So it will be fourth down for Immokalee. We'll see if they decide to go for it on fourth and less than a yard. They've got the ball in Booker territory. Ball is spotted now at the 47-yard line. The sticks go off and the teams are ready to go and the sticks aren't ready. Booker will be looking for Edren Smith to take it up the middle himself. Or they'll give it to the big running back, Edgerrin James, who has 1,400 yards on the season. 7 games into the year. He's averaging 200 yards a game. Smith takes it himself up the middle, still on his feet. Dives all the way to the 40-yard line. A 7-yard gain on a quarterback sneak up the middle. Mike Hawthorne gets credit for the stop. Also Derek Saunders. And Edren Smith just took it himself and bowled up the middle. Lots of work by the offensive line up front to give him the room to go. Booker Band is in front of us, and they have come a long way in a few years. High formation with a slide on the near side. Give is to James, and Edgerrin James goes out to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5 on the play. Brought down by Steve Kennett. Also in on the coverage was Willie Johnson. I'll tell you, this Immokalee Ball Club is moving the ball against Booker. Booker needs to come up with some solid defense, but then their offense, when they get on the field, has been known to move the football too. I believe we have a penalty against Immokalee. They'll give us a chance to talk about the officials. The referee is Paul Palmatier. The umpire, Dennis Krause. The linesman, Gary Saliba. The line judge is J.T. Brown. Morris Schneider is the back judge, and the clock operator is Gerard Murphy. We've got a 15-yard penalty up against Immokalee, and an illegal block is the call. So it will now be first and about 21 for Immokalee here. The official winds the clock, says, let's go. Look for Edren Smith to be looking for his favorite receiver, Jean Cantave. Smith rolls, gets pressure. He's going to be brought down. Lots of good effort by the Booker defense. Among those in on the hit, Mark DeLauder. Also there was George Gibson and Willie Johnson. Take a look at the replay. And it isn't as if Smith doesn't have time here. He's got time, but now Booker just closes in.
Hey, we got one-on-one, that's our advantage.
And Mark DeLauder got him around the waist and brought him down. Loss of about 5 on the play makes it second down and 25. Fox says 31. Let's see, 10, more like about 26 yards. Second and 26. Smith, and there was some movement on the line, no flag. And Edgerrin James is the man with the ball, and he gets nowhere. Booker defense shut him down. And I am told that there was a flag. Scott Meyer will get credit for slowing him down eventually for the tackle. And the flag was thrown on the near side, and the Booker officials are saying decline the penalty. The coaches are. Illegal procedure, the call against Immokalee is a preliminary indication. No gain on the play. I would think Booker will take the play and make it third and forever. Decline, third down. We want to thank the folks at Booker for their great hospitality tonight. They have been wonderful in helping us set up and do some good things. And we're glad we're able to bring you the game. Edren Smith sends a man in motion to the near side. That is James. He fades. He's looking to throw. Tries to go up the middle. Nowhere to go. Drops the football. still on his feet, and back down, and the ball is picked up by Booker. Going all the way for Booker is Willie Johnson. Willie Johnson picks up the football and goes the distance. I do believe that Edgerrin Smith was trying to lateral the football away, and it went right into the arms of Willie Johnson. And there's a flag on the play in the end zone. I think what's going to happen is that, well, we'll look at the replay first. Now watch the pressure on Edgerrin Smith. He sends James in motion. Smith doesn't have anywhere to go. He loses the football there, picked it up, and I think it just gets stripped. It may have just been stripped. It's tough to tell. But going all the way is Willie Johnson. Let's see what the officials have ruled here. They brought the ball back out to the 17-yard line. It's a 15-yard penalty on the try for the point. The touchdown stands. The touchdown stands. Kip Zimmerman will try a 35-yard point after. 35-yard PAT is up. It's no good, but there's a flag on that play. Let's see what the officials say about this. Ineligible player for Booker. I think it will be declined, and Booker will be kicking off with a 6-0 lead when we return. With 6:36 to go in the first quarter, it's Booker 6, Immokalee nothing.
For used sports equipment of all kinds, and even new sporting goods, visit your nearby Play It Again sports store. Our equipment may be used, but it's not used up.
Play It Again Sports. Look for us in the Sarasota Crossing Shopping Center, just a half a mile west of I-75 on Fruitville Road. You can't miss us. Play It Again Sports, Sarasota Crossing Shopping Center.
In a recent worldwide educational test, the United States didn't rank first or second or even third.
Switzerland.
It seems while the rest of the world raised their educational standards,
Scotland. Slovenia.
we didn't.
Spain.
So we came in 14th.
The United States.
And 14th is no place for our kids to be. Call 1-800-96-PROMISE, and we'll give you lots of ways to help our kids move forward again.
There you look at Kip Zimmerman, who is tightening up his shoe, getting ready to kick. Here's a look at the play. Let's see if this ball is stripped out or if he's trying to lateral. Looks like it's stripped. It looked to me like George Gibson kind of got an arm in there and punched the football out. Here's the kickoff. Zimmerman's kick is going to go deep through the end zone, and that will be an automatic touchback. And Immokalee will get the ball at the 20-yard line. The Immokalee Indians down 6-0 after, I guess, what would be called a fumble recovery by Willie Johnson, who went, I don't know how many yards. We didn't pick up the point where he picked up the fumble. Oh well. It was about 41 yards. Okay, and handoff is to Edgerrin James. James goes around left side before he's brought down by Delvecchio Wall. It's a fumble recovery. It would not be an interception. It will be 2nd down and 4 for Immokalee. 38 yards, I'm told, with some help from the folks at the Sarasota Herald-Tribune, who are here covering the game tonight. Edren Smith sends James in motion again. Handoff up the middle and nowhere to go for Roy Campbell. Campbell is stacked up by the Booker defensive line, being led by Tony Campbell. How about that? Roy Campbell brought down by Tony Campbell. After a gain of 3, it'll be 3rd and 2. So Immokalee on 3rd and short after disaster on the last series. Now we've got the officials talking with a Booker player about some equipment. I don't know if they're checking mouthpieces or chin straps or what. But one of the Booker Tornadoes, and I think it is Tony Campbell, has his helmet on. It is Tony Campbell, and he puts his helmet on. So let's play football. On 3rd and 2, the wide receiver to the near side for Immokalee is Edgerrin Robinson. In the backfield, it's Roy Campbell, Edgerrin James, and the quarterback, Edren Smith. On the far side is Jean Cantab. And now Immokalee goes back into the huddle. So we'll see what the new formation is when they come out. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, the folks at Booker are thrilled. They've won a district championship. They're looking forward to playing November 18th in the first round of the state playoffs. And they will be home for it. It'll be played right here in Tornado Alley. The Class 6A championship for the area may be determined the week before on November 11th when Riverview plays Sarasota in the annual Big City School Classic. And that game will be broadcast or cablecast here on Comcast Cable TV. Well, let's see what we're doing. Handoff is to James, and look at him go. He's across the 35, close to the 38-yard line. He'll have enough for the first down, but there is a flag down back at the 30-yard line. And that's about at the line of scrimmage. We will see what the officials say. It's a holding call against Immokalee. That's a preliminary indication. And there's a look at the Booker defense. There's a look at Paul Palmatier, the referee. He's going to step off the yardage and give us the signal. It says holding Immokalee. And indicates it's 3rd down, and it's about 10 yards to go for Immokalee. 5 minutes, 2 seconds to go in the first quarter. 6-0. Booker on top. Timeout, Immokalee. No confusion in the huddle, and they're trying to figure out what to do. Next week, we'll take the Comcast cameras down to Venice for the Venice Indians and the Southeast Seminoles. Get to see those high-flying Seminoles again. They are going to have a heck of a season going here. There's a look at the Tornado cheerleaders. And that camera shot is coming from Tori Spears. Tori is an intern with Comcast who happens to attend Booker High School. There's Leroy Riles, the head coach. And immediately in front of him, without the hat, is Billy Sunday, the offensive coordinator here at Booker. Billy used to be the offensive coordinator at Cardinal Mooney. And he always has fun. The Booker Cardinal Mooney game, which is the last game of the season, it'll be played on the 10th and will also be carried here on Comcast. Now Immokalee breaks out on 3rd and 10. 3 wide receivers to the near side. And Smith looks to James on the fake. And he's sacked from the back. Mark DeLauder again with a big hit. Brings him down at the 19-yard line. A loss of 3 on the play. And take a look at Edren Smith getting a shot that his chiropractor will love tomorrow. Bam! 4th down. The Booker offense has yet to be on the field with 4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. They're about to get the football for the first time, provided nothing strange happens on the punt play. A high kick that goes very little yardage, and it's down to the 25-yard line. A 6-yard punt, folks. 6 yards from the line of scrimmage. Well, ball is spotted at the 26-yard line, and we finally get to see the Booker offense. 4:08 to go in the first quarter, 6-0 Booker. Booker capitalizing on an Immokalee mistake, I guess. Edgerrin Smith was stripped of the football, and Willie Johnson returned to 38 yards for a touchdown. That's how Booker got on the board. Glenn Gant, the quarterback for Booker. He looks to Jonny Baker. Baker. He is wrapped up at about the 23-yard line after a gain of 3. And Jonny Baker, the touchdown maker, is what they call him. He's got 14 on the year. Tackle is made by Roy Campbell. Look out for Delvecchio Walls, who wears number 5 for Booker. He is a favorite receiver. He is splitting out wide to the right side now. Also in the backfield right now is number 3 for Booker. We don't have him on our roster. We'll have to check him out. 33. Check that. Steve Cannon. And the handoff is to Baker. Baker across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Gain of about 4. And once again, Roy Campbell makes the tackle. He's going both ways for Immokalee. It'll be 3rd and 3 for Booker, with the ball spotted at the 19. 2:45 to go. And the Booker offense is just now on the field. It's incredible the way that Immokalee has controlled the clock, but they trail 6-0. Gant rolls, looking deep. Well over the head of his intended receiver, Mike Hawthorne. Mike Hawthorne couldn't get to the ball. It'll be 4th down for Booker. 4th and 3. Ball is at the 19. A field goal attempt would make it about a 36-yard attempt. And take a look as Kip Zimmerman is setting the tee, and doing the holding is Glenn Gant. Zimmerman to try a, we'll call it a 37-yard field goal attempt. Ball is down, the kick is up. It's good. And Booker goes up 9-0. Booker leads 9-0 with 2:21 to go in the first quarter. Kip Zimmerman putting the Tornadoes up top again. Good crowd on hand from Booker, and why not? They're excited about their football here after a 7-0 start. And Immokalee may not have brought a whole lot of people up, but they brought their band too, and they're excited across the way. They're still playing. It's only 9-0. And it's only the first quarter. So the Booker Tornadoes will prepare to kick off. Back deep is James. Edgerrin James, a 6'1", 204-pound junior who plays tailback on offense, and when he's in on defense, he's a linebacker. Also back deep is Jean Quintab, a 5'10", 165-pound senior. And the kick is again through the end zone for the automatic touchback. And Kip Zimmerman is showing that he's got a pretty strong leg. There is the football, and Paul Palmatier picks it up. Ball is spotted at the 20. And Immokalee will have the ball again. Booker had the ball for about 1 minute and 38 seconds. Rest of the time, it has been Immokalee's football. Haven't done much with it. Edren Smith looks over the defense. He's got split backs in the backfield. Gives to James. James tries to bounce out through left tackle, and he couldn't get there. Willie Johnson came up to make the stop after a gain of about 5 yards. Gain of 5, it'll be 2nd down and 5 as you look at the Immokalee huddle. Edren Smith sets him down, and everybody jumps except the center. And the center, Trine Alfaro, turns around and says, what was the number? Matt, the only way you can explain, well, the only way you can explain that when you're a center, and I can tell you, I was a center in high school. When that happens, when you're a center, the only thing you can say is, I must have had some peanut butter in my ear or something. I didn't hear it right. There's no way to explain that when you're a center. You've got to know the snap count. 5-yard penalty makes it 2nd down and 10, and now Smith fades, throws, passes, incomplete. It was long for one man and short for another. It looked like Jean Cantave was open, and the other guy who was throwing to could have been Gambino Solis. Solis was open short. Cantave was open long, and it kind of fell between them. So it'll be 3rd down. Third and 10 for Immokalee. And look for Edren Smith to be going again to the air. Immokalee 6-1 on the air coming in. And nowhere. Oh my, Edgerrin James got wrapped up big time by George Gibson. Let's take a look at it again. And take a look how badly this play goes. George Gibson just ran him back, a loss of 3 or 4 on the play. It'll be 4th and about 14. And Edgerrin James is in to punt. He is standing at his 5-yard line. Gets a high snap, gets another high kickoff, and this time it'll take an Immokalee bounce and go to about the 39-yard line. A little better punt that time. It's, I don't know if the official stopped the sticks from moving. No, it's just because they got to where it was. Okay, so it went from the, it was about a 25-yard punt. If we can get a picture, there it is. There's number 55 for Immokalee. His name is Craig Moore. He's one of the team captains. He's a senior. He is 6'4", 310 pounds. That might have been before dinner. And the officials look at Booker calling a timeout with 3 seconds left on the first quarter clock. Now, why would you call a timeout with 3 seconds on the clock? Oh, well. There's a cheerleader. Why not? Well, let's see. We've talked about next week's game already. I'll tell you what. We want to take a moment to let you know about all the folks who are involved in high school football. It's Parents' Night tonight here at Booker. And I want you to know that they not only introduced the parents of the football players, they introduced the parents of the cheerleaders as well. And the parents of the band members are here getting some recognition as well. It's just kind of nice to see the community involvement. And one of the things that the winning program has done here at Booker is it's brought together some diverse members of the community. Nothing like a winning sports program to bring a school together. And it's so special to see it happening here at Booker. Well, with 3 seconds on the clock, Booker will get a play. Ball is at the Immokalee 39 as we watch Glenn Gant run the offense. Jonny Baker's in the backfield. Baker's to Baker. Gant is going to be sacked back in midfield. The man making the tackle is Jacob Gallegos. Jacob Gallegos with the sack at the end of the first quarter. With the score, Booker 9, Immokalee nothing. We'll be back right after this.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Second down and 18 for Booker. Jonny Baker gets back to the original line of scrimmage. And so he stopped for no gain on second down as we start the second quarter. My name is Ralph Giannotti. Welcome to our coverage of Booker versus Immokalee. Edgerrin Smith going both ways for Immokalee, makes the tackle. It'll be third down at about, we'll call it 20. Third and 20. Ball is at the 49 in Immokalee territory. On the near side for the Tornadoes, it's Mike Hawthorne. Gant looking for Hawthorne. The ball is picked off by Roy Campbell. And Roy Campbell is going to have a 64-yard return unless he gets stopped right there. Jonny Baker saves a touchdown. Brings down Roy Campbell at the 14-yard line. A 40-yard interception return. And take a look at the replay here. I think that Glenn Gant is hit just as he throws the football. That's what happened. The interception at the 44-yard line. And Jonny Baker makes the tackle at the 14. Jonny Baker showing versatility. Plus. And a little running room there for Immokalee. A 42-yard interception return, making the tackle for Booker with Steve Cannon on the play. For the first time tonight, Immokalee's knocking on the door. Best field position they've had. All the action tonight so far has been to our left. Edren Smith sets, gives to James, and James is hit at the 10-yard line, and maybe a loss of a yard. Ben Whitman in on the stop for Booker. Third down and 6. Scott Meyer also getting credit for the tackle. Edgerrin Smith on third and 6. What will he do? Looks to throw over the middle. Pass is incomplete. And I have the feeling that Gabino Solis thought he should have had the football. He was slow getting up afterwards. Here's a look at it again. As Smith just looks to throw. There's Solis coming out. Ball is off his hand and couldn't get it, and he kind of bounced off his head as he went to the turf. And we have a timeout on the field as the coaches discuss options with both the offense and the defense. 9:40 to go in the first half. It's Booker 9, Immokalee nothing. We want to take a moment to thank our sponsors once again, Albertsons and the Landing Shopping Center. Play It Again Sports at Sarasota Crossing Shopping Center, which is located at Fruitville Road and I-75. And Subway Sandwiches, who provided the pregame and halftime sandwiches tonight. And there's maybe a few sandwiches left. I'll tell you, wherever there's a Subway sandwich, it isn't there long. There's a look at the Booker Band for you. And they're about to start up to play something. There we go. On 4th and 6, Immokalee's going for it, and everybody jumps. Lots of flags on the illegal procedure call. Edgerrin Smith thought he was getting the football. I think once again Alfaro, the center, either didn't have the number or something. Ball is spotted back at the 15-yard line. And judging by the punting game so far tonight, I don't think Immokalee has a field goal kicker. I could be wrong. Edgerrin Smith rolls right, has pressure. He's not going to get anywhere near the first down as he's run out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Booker will take over on downs. Needed to throw the football. Running to the sidelines wasn't going to do him any good at all. Derek Saunders makes the stop for Booker. Here's a look at the play again. And watch as Smith is rolling out. He's looking for somebody to throw to, and there's just nobody there. Pressure. Seeing James, who ought to be an outlet pass for him, is behind him. The man has 200-yard games on the ground. He ought to be an outlet pass. You ought to be able to look to him in the pinch like that and maybe make something happen. Instead, he's behind the quarterback. Glenn Gant, the quarterback for the Booker Tornadoes. Gives to Jonny Baker, and Baker's wrapped up, and you know they're keen on him. Roy Campbell is the man who gets credit for the tackle there, along with Greg Herrera. They just got in, and they're looking at Jonny Baker every time he gets the football. Second down and 9 after Baker got a yard. Coming into the game for Booker is James Miller. Miller, a 5'8", 160-pound senior. To the far side goes Delvecchio Walls on 2nd and 9. Gant gives to Baker again, and Baker is wrapped up by David Mendoza.
Jonny Baker.
Baker maybe got 3 on that carry, maybe less. Total of 3. It'll be 3rd and 7. Craig Moore getting some credit for the stop. He is a big boy. 8:20 to go in the first half, and Booker holding on to a 9-0 lead. They have the football. On a 3rd and 7 to the far side goes Mike Hawthorne for the Tornadoes. To the near side, it's Delvecchio Walls. Gant at quarterback. Gives to Baker on a 3rd consecutive carry. Dives out to the 25-yard line. I don't know if he got it. It's going to be very close. It depends on where it's spotted. He may be inches short. Maybe inches short. Take a look at the replay and watch Moore. Big number 55 come over, just missed him, but he got him as he was going down. He tripped him up on his ankles. The officials indicate 4th down. It'll be short by about inches. I think they have to get to the line. As I look at the sticks, the stick appears to be on the line. The downs box shows it to be about the length of a football. Edgerrin Smith is number 9 there. He is going both ways. Smith will be the punt returner as Kip Zimmerman will punt. Now Booker takes its 2nd timeout. So Booker takes a timeout with 7:36 to go in the first half. They lead 9-0, but they're ready to punt the football away. And now I think the Tornadoes are trying to get the proper personnel on the field. Coach Riles looked around. He saw some folks he didn't want to see. He looked on his bench and saw some folks he didn't want to see there. So he changed them out.
Stay away from the ball. He's running against the man.
Booker Tornadoes are showing an offense that tonight looks just a bit stymied by the Immokalee Indians defense.
No, go up, split.
Now we'll try it again. 4th and 1. Zimmerman gets away, a boomer. Bounces at the 45, and it is down at the 43-yard line by James Miller. And with 7:27 to go in the first half, it's Booker 9, Immokalee nothing. We'll be back with more right after this.
Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise, bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the hope and the dream of the slave, and so I rise, I rise.
In October, cable TV has the power The power of tradition and a people's long, hard struggle to survive in a new world. The power of creativity and the forces that influenced a best-selling novelist. The power of the mind and its ability to store, retrieve, and analyze data. For powerful documentaries, turn to Comcast. We'll put you in the fast lane.
First play from scrimmage, and Edgerrin James gets some running room down to the 35 in Booker territory. Looked like the Tornadoes had him pinned in the backfield, and instead he broke loose and just kept going.
It wasn't there.
Gibson gets credit for the tackle. Take a look now. They've got James here. They've got James here. They've got him there, and then all of a sudden he's gone. Talk about an elusive runner. He stepped out of bounds at the 37-yard line, and it is there that Immokalee has a first down in Booker territory. Edren Smith with an I formation and wide receivers on each side. James gets stacked up again. And this time the Tornadoes make sure he goes down. Tony Campbell getting credit for a stop. Also there was Ben Whitman. Willie Johnson around the tackle as well. It'll be second down and 9. Here at Tornado Alley, it's a great place to play football. The field is in excellent shape. The turf is in really good, cushy condition. Edren Smith fakes the pitch. And the pass is complete to Gabino Solis. Take a look at it again. There's the fake, and then the throw to Solis. And Solis is brought down by Larry Chestnut. And up for a first down. The ball is at the, we'll call it the 26-yard line. First and 10 there. Now the Immokalee Indians break out on first and 10. To the near side, they have Jean Canteve and Ladarian Robinson. And we've got a flag as the ball is snapped, illegal procedure. I'll tell you what, if you're Coach Gary Meadows, you're wondering how a 6-1 team can have so many problems with the snap count. Somebody's mumbling under the center, or the center's not hearing things, or there's some kind of problem there. They've got to get that corrected, or they're going to kill every drive they've got. Ball is at the 31, first and 15. Smith hands off. James is smacked down. That is not James. I am told it is not James. Check that. That was Greg Herrera. Greg Herrera with the run, and George Gibson and Ben Whitman get credit for the tackle. Herrera gets a rare call. Gain of about a yard. It'll be second down and 14. Herrera goes in motion. Throw downfield is incomplete through the hands of Jean Cantave. And it looked like that Larry Chestnut of Booker may have gotten a hand on it. I don't know. If not, he distracted Cantave enough to keep him from catching the football. But this ball is well thrown by Edren Smith, and there's a flag, we're told. And I think he may have just tipped it away. On the replay, it looked like it deflected a bit. Let's see what the flag does. It was second and 14, and they're marking off a bunch. Well, they're marking off 5. An eligible receiver downfield is the call. It'll be second down now, and we'll call it 17. Second and 17 for Immokalee with 4:42 to go in the first half. They trail 9-0 to the Booker Tornadoes. Now we're in a shotgun formation. Edren Smith gets a good snap. Still drops back further. Passes a screen play to the right side, and Herrera barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Ben Whitman in on the tackle. You know, what defeated that play more than anything else was the fact that not only was Smith about 6 yards behind the center to get the snap, then he dropped back about another 7. By the time he released the ball, it was 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and Booker could come up and make the tackle and stop it for no gain. 3rd down and 17. Edren Smith fades. Looks like he's going to take it upfield at the 35, and he goes down right in front of George Gibson. Ball is down at the 31. It'll be 4th down, and expect Immokalee to go for it here. It may be 4th down in a bunch. It'll be 4th down and about 15. There's the Immokalee offensive huddle. Number 5 is one of the leading rushers in the state, Edgerrin James. He's got 1,400 yards on the year, and look for him to get a few more on this play. Edren Smith on 4th and 15. Gives inside to Jean Cantave, and Cantave stopped for no gain by Matt Beltrame.
Tornadoes will come for 1st and 10.
So the Tornadoes take over on downs, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line, with 2:58 to go in the first half. Booker leads 9-0. They've got the football again. Offensively, the Tornadoes have only put 3 points on the board. The other 6 came from a sterling defensive play in the first quarter, when Willie Johnson went 38 yards with a fumble recovery. And there's Jonny Baker on his feet past the 40 to the 41-yard line and a 1st down.
Sack was made by Greg Herrera.
Greg Herrera, the 5'7", 150-pound junior linebacker, makes the stop. 1st and 10 for Booker at their own 41-yard line. Inside of 2:20 to go in the first half, and the Tornadoes looking to get some more points on the board. Gaunt sets, gives to Baker again, and Baker's met head on. And making the tackle was Isaac Salas. Salas, a 5'10", 220-pound junior, puts the hit on Baker, who is a 5'8", 175-pound senior. Now that we've run all the statistics by you, there's a look at the Tornadoes' backfield, led by Glenn Gantz, who's got the ball back, throwing long, looking for Delvecchio Walls. Does he have it? Pass is complete at the 21-yard line. Delvecchio Walls did a 360 to get the football. I think the ball was thrown to one side and Walls was going the other way. See, Walls is looking inside, does a 360 and comes up with the football at the 21-yard line. I'll tell you, Delvecchio Walls adds some excitement to this Booker offense. 1:28 to go in the half. Booker now knocking on the ball on the 21-yard line. Gant looking over the defense. Has Baker in motion instead. Gives to Baker. Baker at the 20, at 15, down to the 13-yard line. Once again, it's Isaac Salas making the tackle. Look at number 7. He has got a season going in the state of Florida. There it is.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2.
2nd down and 2 after the 8-yard gain.
45 minutes on the
And Torrey decides to wave. Torrey Spear on camera, and that's the shot he's given you. Gant looking to throw, pressure, and he's sacked. And coming up is Edgerrin James with 28 seconds left on the first half clock. He's brought back down at the 23-yard line, and we have an official's timeout. No, Booker takes a timeout. Their final timeout of the first half. With 20 seconds on the clock. They have time for one play, and then maybe a field goal attempt if they don't get the first down. A first down would stop the clock. So the Booker Tornadoes will talk it over with Coach Leroy Riles. One of the interesting things about this ball club from Booker is the fact that this year they have gone 7-0. One of only two undefeated teams in the area, the other being Riverview, who is 7-0 coming into Friday night action. Next week, we will be watching Southeast in Venice at Powell Davis Stadium on the wonderful Isle of Venice. Now they're resetting the scoreboard clock. I don't know what they're going to come up with. I am told now that Booker's JV is also undefeated this year, and they defeated the Riverview JV. So the varsity teams are both undefeated coming into tonight's action. And Booker's JV team is undefeated as well. Clock shows 24 seconds on 3rd and 11.
There it is.
3rd and 11 with 24
Glenn Gant
Too far back.
sets the Tornadoes. I think they're going to be looking for the home run ball here. And up in the air and incomplete over the head of Derek Saunders. Saunders went high but couldn't go high enough. He needed the Lou Alcindor Kareem Abdul-Jabbar School of Rebounding to get up high enough to get that ball. So with 19 seconds on the clock, look here for Kip Zimmerman to try a field goal attempt that would be about 41 yards. The ball is set down at the 31-yard line.
Zimmerman will attempt a 41-yard field goal.
Zimmerman's kick is up, and it's long enough, and it's no good. Must have been wide left. So, Booker will turn the ball over, leading 9-0 with 13 seconds left in the first half. I don't think Immokalee is going to be content to run out the clock. Look for Dedrin Smith to go downfield long to Kentav. But wait a minute. Have we got a penalty? No. The officials are just respotting the ball at the 20-yard line, and everybody is kind of milling around.
10 for the 20.
First and 10. Two wide receivers to the near side, two wide receivers to the far side. Dedrin Smith and comes out in what is obviously a passing formation with the Indians. He fades, and there's lots of pressure. He gets out of it. Now he goes down. Mark DeLauder will get credit for the sack, and that should do it with 3 seconds on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half with the score. Booker 9, Immokalee nothing. Stick around. We'll be back.
In October, kids everywhere are doing really funny things. All because of Nickelodeon's exciting lineup. And just look at what the animals are up to. Because of the Family Channel's lineup. Now, we want to see your reaction. When your kids and pets get in step this fall with Comcast.
Miami Low, escorted by Susan and Robert Laval. Amanda Muir, escorted by Marilee and Alan Muir. Molly Peters, escorted by Marion and Mike Peters. Jennifer Sigliano, escorted by Donna and Steve Sigliano. And Lisa Trammell, escorted by Bonnie and Terry Trammell. Thank you, senior band members and your parents. Tonight the band would like to dedicate this performance to those seniors.
Why are you down there? Why are you down there?
I had to have an operation.
Wow.
The Tornado Band wishes to take you back to the psychedelic years of the 60s and 70s, featuring the hit songs of that era. The band will open with a song that became an instant hit, made popular by the group The Tokens. You'll recognize it as The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, our show ends tonight with a song made popular by the McCoys. Hang on, Slippy.
The Booker Tornadoes lead 9-0 as we prepare to start the third quarter. And Immokalee will be kicking off from their own 25-yard line. A personal foul penalty unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Immokalee Indians right at the conclusion of the first half. Gives the Tornadoes a really good shot at returning the football and having some good field position following the opening kickoff of the third quarter. My name is Ralph Giannani, and I want to thank you for joining us for our coverage of the Immokalee Booker game. Our sponsors for tonight's game, Albertsons and the Landing Shopping Center. Play it again sports at Sarasota Crossings Shopping Center at Fruitville Road and I-75. And Subway Sandwiches, where fresh is the taste. And the kickoff is kicked out of bounds. And that may actually have been a smart move on the part of Immokalee, because now the officials are either going to spot the ball or mark off a penalty. Let's see what they'll do. I think they'll mark it 5 yards further back, and Immokalee will be kicking from the shadow of their goalposts. Back deep for the Booker Tornadoes, Jonny Baker and Delvecchio Walls. Kickoff out of bounds is illegal procedure, by the way. The ball is now going to be at the 20-yard line for the kick. And doing the kicking is Lionel Plaisar. Well, I'm glad he hasn't had to kick off a whole bunch tonight. And the kick is taken by Delvecchio Walls at the 31-yard line. Looking for running room on the right side. Goes all the way across the field, turns it up, loses the football. And it goes out of bounds at about the 48-yard line. And the Booker Tornadoes will have some pretty good field position to start the third quarter of action.
Tornadoes ball, first and 10 from their own 46.
Put the ball at the 46-yard line. The Tornadoes will try to get things moving. They have the ball in their own territory for one of the rare times tonight. Delvecchio Walls will come to the near side in the backfield. It is Steve Cannon and Jonny Baker. Passes to Walls, and it gets to him on a bounce. Incomplete. And Glenn Gant going to have to put a little bit more on the football to get it to him. A 9-0 lead for the Tornadoes. The action coming on a 38-yard fumble recovery and run for a touchdown by Willie Johnson with 6:35 to go in the first quarter. Then Zimmerman hit a 37-yard field goal with 2:21 to go, put the Tornadoes in front 9-0. He's 1 for 2 on field goal attempts tonight, having missed a 41-yard attempt at the close of the first half. And the pitch back is to Baker. He turns it upfield and gets out to about the 49-yard line for a gain of 2. Not a whole lot of room there before Craig Moore comes up to make the tackle. 3rd and 8 will be the play for the Tornadoes here. Good crowd on hand for the Booker side tonight, and why not? They are playing well, and it is Parents' Night. Even the parents of the band members got introduced tonight. The senior parents. Or the parents of seniors, I guess would be a better way of putting it. And we have a whistle. Let's see what Paul Palmatier and his crew are talking about. The illegal procedure against Booker, so he'll march it back 5. Ball is spotted back at the 44-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and we'll call it 12. 3rd and 12 for the Tornadoes. At quarterback, Glenn Gant sends Delvecchio Walls and Mike Hawthorne to the right side as wide receivers. Gant looks to throw, going over the middle, incomplete, intended for Walls. Some coverage by the Immokalee Indians. Edgerrin Smith actually came up. There I am. Hi, everybody. Edgerrin Smith came up to make the play, and what happened? Dad waved. It's your turn. There you go. Edren Smith came up and almost intercepted. It was a bit short. Now we're back to action. Derek Saunders Goes wide to the right side as the Tornadoes are in punt formation. Low snap, but it is away. And Smith will watch it bounce and take a wicked Booker roll. It goes all the way down to the 4-yard line. Count that as a 50-yard punt. Unbelievable. That thing took a roll. It was like somebody put a spring under it and propelled it toward the Immokalee goal line. So we'll see if Edren Smith can get this Immokalee offense untracked. He's got to look to Edgerrin James, who is his big running back. But also back there is Roy Campbell, who's been known to run the ball himself a few times. Smith gets the call, and he drives forward to about the 10-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play before he's brought down by Booker Tornadoes Steve Cannon and Willie Johnson. I'll tell you, this James kid is 6'1", 204 pounds, and all speed. But the Booker defense has had him bottled up tonight. And once again, James gets the call, and he's got a first down and more across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Coming up with the tackle, Ronnie Williams. And take a look at the replay now and watch how quickly James hits the hole here. Boom, boom. Runs over a couple of his own players before he gets tackled by the Tornadoes. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. Inside, James tries to bounce off right tackle, can't go, and he is hogtied by George Gibson. Gibson came up, got him from behind around the waist, and took him down like you would at the steer wrestling event. 2nd and 12 after the loss of 2. To the near side for Immokalee comes Ladarian Robinson. Fake to Smith. Smith's got it looking. He faked to James and couldn't go anywhere because the Booker Tornadoes were right on him. Once again, it was Willie Johnson who came up to take the sack. It'll be loss of about 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 15. Here's a replay as you look at the fake to James, and then Smith rolls and nowhere to go. And I'll tell you, Johnson was right on him. 3rd down and 15. High formation, and look for Smith to go long here. Smith is rolling left. He's got pressure right away. Ronnie Williams is on him, and he's got him for a safety. Ronnie Williams drags down Edren Smith for the safety with 8:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. How devastating this play is, both offensively and defensively. There's Williams, has him, and you would think Smith would do something to get rid of the football at this point. He doesn't. Instead, he goes down in the end zone, and look at Maurice Bowman. He knew it was a safety, number 60. So it's 11-0 Booker. And now, not only does Immokalee get nailed for a 2-point safety, so they give up 2 points to Booker there. They have to kick the football away from the 20-yard line. Most teams punt this. However, given the punting game so far for Immokalee, I'm not so sure they're going to kick it. Well, they've got to kick it, but they're going to do it from a tee. We'll try a kickoff. And once again, Lionel Plazar, a 6'2", 205-pound senior, will do the kicking. Back deep for the Tornadoes, it's Walls and Baker. And the short kick is going to be taken at the 45-yard line by Ronnie Williams. Williams goes down the sidelines and is run out of bounds at the 45-yard line. Take a look at it, and Williams, the guy who made the tackle for the safety, has the football, and he crosses midfield, and then at the 45 he's ridden out of bounds. First and 10 for Booker.
The Immokalee 45-yard line.
So the Tornadoes have opened up an 11-0 lead now with just under 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Walls to the far side along with Mike Hawthorne. High formation for the Tornadoes. Gant gets a snap, looks at some pressure, gives to Baker. Baker is going to be hit in the backfield. Good effort there by Jacob Gallegos and Edgerrin James, who came up to make the tackle, stopping him for a yard loss. Gallegos fought off a couple of blocks to come in, but I'll tell you who did a great job defensively was Roy Campbell, number 44 for Immokalee. Campbell came in to blitz. He was blocked, rolled off the block, and almost got Baker for a 2-yard loss. As it was a 2-yard loss, but the play just got stopped at the line. Gant on 2nd and 12 from the 47. The give is to Baker. Baker breaks loose. He may go. John Baker goes all the way 46 yards for a Booker touchdown. And all of a sudden, the Booker Tornadoes have broken this game open. Take a look at this effort by Jonny Baker. Hit there, and there he's gone. He's outrunning Ernest Hall all the way, but Hall, to his credit, stays with him. The Tornadoes are going to try to make it an 18-0 ball game. As once again, Kip Zimmerman will try the point. There's a look from the end zone camera. That's a great view, and the kick is good. It is 18-0. Booker over Immokalee, and we'll be back with more right after this.
Uses it. Teachers and cable, partners in learning.
What's playing at the movies? It's a lineup you don't want to pass up on Comcast.
Wait!
Lifetime presents full-fledged drama in Against Her Will, the Carrie Beck story. And it's a salute to romance in the name of love. On USA, suspense is in the air. Dead air.
I didn't kill Catherine or anyone else.
Plus, there's the mystery of the companion.
May I introduce you to Jeffrey?
Comcast, making movies better than ever.
The Booker Tornadoes have opened it up in a hurry in the first 4 minutes and 58 seconds of the third quarter. They scored a safety and a touchdown, and it makes it an 18-0 ball game. They've doubled their points rapidly. Zimmerman's kick is deep and in and through the end zone again. And so Immokalee will get the football on their 20-yard line. They have not had any field position at all coming off of Zimmerman's kickoffs. He has put all of them through the end zone. So we'll see if Booker can continue its defensive domination of Immokalee. This has been primarily a defensive struggle until the last few minutes. Last time out, Immokalee got nailed for a safety. Edren Smith sends a man in motion. Gives to James. And James gets it out to about the 31-yard line. An 11-yard gain and a first down. Well, it'll be a 10-yard gain and close to a first down. And the official moves the sticks. Look for Immokalee to try to make up some ground in a hurry. They trail by an 18-0 count, and they need to get some points on the board in this drive. Booker with 5 down linemen, and the give is to James again. And if you watch the Booker tacklers carefully, you'll see that they're trying to strip the football from James. Willie Johnson gets credit for the tackle on that one. Also around the ball, Derek Saunders. But you know, Booker is trying to take the football with every tackle.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8 with the ball at the 32-yard line in Immokalee territory. The Indians trying to get something going. They've had a tough night so far. And nowhere to go for James that time. And George Gibson makes the stop. It will be 3rd down and 8. I'll tell you, this Booker defense is all around the football tonight. They're doing just a great job of getting right to the football. Part of that is because Immokalee is just primarily running between the tackles when they run. Their biggest threat is to have the quarterback, Edren Smith, roll out, because that gives them a whole lot more room to play with. Edgerrin Robinson wide on the near side, and handoff, 1st down and more. And a flag is down. I'll tell you, James got the 1st down with lots of effort. He just rolled through the defense. And there's a face mask call against Booker, and that'll tack on a few more yards. Let's take a look at the replay here. There's the pitch, and there's James. And there's the face mask. Now, I don't think Delvecchio Walls meant to grab that face mask. It just happened to be there. You know, when you're tackling, you're trying to get any part of the guy you can. Whenever your hand hits that face mask, you get it off in a hurry, and you say, uh-oh, no, I didn't really do it. At the 39 in Booker territory, give us to James, and he collides with his own man in the backfield. Hawthorne comes up to make the stop finally. But James ran into Edgerrin Robinson, and Robinson bounced off about 3 yards. Edgerrin Robinson felt the full brunt of his teammate's hit. The officials have spotted the ball at the 36-yard line, so it'll be a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. The downs box is about 3 yards behind the football. There we go.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
Edren Smith comes up under the football, gives it to James again, and James just carries the mail shy of the 1st down by about a yard to the 30-yard line. Here's a look at it as Smith just runs through the defense, and a great effort by Matt Beltrame to make the tackle. 3rd and 1. Do they give it to James again? Nope, Edren Smith to throw. Pass is knocked down at the line. Who stuck the big paws up to knock it down? Willie Johnson gets the call, gets the credit for the block pass. 4th and 1. You know, down by 18 with 3.5 to go in the 3rd quarter, that Immokalee is going to be going for this. It's 4th and short at the 30-yard line. You need the yardage and you need the points. So you don't want to give up the football, especially with an explosive runner on the other side of the ball by the name of Jonny Baker. And we have a flag just as the ball was snapped. We have a flag, and it may go against the offense. Encroachment offense. So the Immokalee Indians, instead of having 4th and 1, will face 4th and 6. It's one of those plays where when you're the coach, you look around and say, now how did that happen? Why did that happen? It won't happen next week. You know, when I played, I used to hate Monday film days after we lost. Go in and look at those films, and the coaches would show the same play 7, 8 times, They'd point out the mistakes 7 or 8 times. Boy, you wanted to hide somewhere in the theater. And there's another guy who jumps. And that time, Lorenzo Sharp, the left tackle, kind of got up and half blocked somebody. So instead, they went from 4th and 1 now, the Indians have, to 4th and 11. They're almost to the point where they ought to punt the football. Clock shows 3:26 in the 3rd quarter. And the pitch is to James, and James is dragged down. And it doesn't matter that he fumbled the football because Willie Johnson stops James well shy of the first down, and the Indians give up the football on downs to the Booker Tornadoes. I know before it's over I'm going to say Indians so much that Venice is going to creep into the conversation. Here's the replay. Watch as James takes the pitch, tries to go outside. Johnson is right there to bring him down. Ball pops out there. And Booker recovers, although, like I said, it doesn't matter. They get the ball on downs at the 35-yard line. Gant on 1st and 10 in his own territory. Looks to throw to Delvecchio Walls. He can't hold on to it. Delvecchio Walls was covered by Greg Herrera, but the throw was a little low. And if it had been higher, I think Delvecchio Walls could have gotten a few more yards. Could have gotten some yardage. Instead, it counts as an incomplete pass. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10.
They were barbecuing out here at Tornado Alley before the game. And you can still smell some of that barbecue up here in the press box. And some more motion on the line. So let's see what happens here. Who forced who to move? Encroachment against Immokalee. So instead of 2nd and 10, it'll be 2nd and 5 with the ball at the 40-yard line. Immokalee trails by 18. And you know, it's almost as if it has really thrown them for a loop here. Gant gives to Baker. He drops the football, and who got it? Immokalee got the football. Who comes up with it? I believe it was number 10 for Immokalee, Jacob Gallegos. I think Gallegos got the football. Let's take a look at the replay. See if we can find out who came up with it. There's the ball down. We got it, says the coach. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. And Immokalee, let's see if they can profit from the turnover. Jean Kintav to the far side. The give is to James. And James gets about 4. Across the 35-yard line to the 34 before George Gibson makes the stop.
George Gibson makes the tackle.
Gain of 4. Gain of 4. It will be 2nd down and 6 with about 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, and we have a flag. And it may have come against the Booker Tornadoes. There was somebody said something to an official. Dead ball foul on sportsmanlike conduct Booker. And there's more flags. I think somebody has got to learn to control a tongue in the Booker uniforms over there. I think I don't know if somebody got thrown out. Well, if he didn't get thrown out, Coach Riles is about to take him out. Don't tell me. You're coming out. Now, who is it? Is it Hawthorne? Well, Hawthorne's getting some conversation. And Hawthorne just wants to come to the side.
Kick him out.
And he's getting a conversation fuss. By the time all the penalties are marked off, Immokalee's going to get the ball where? The 19-yard line?
Yeah, give us 15 more, baby.
The official marks the ball inside the 15, down to the 10, and now all of a sudden Immokalee, I can't even figure out how many yards of penalties that is. That's about 28 yards in penalties, folks. First and goal at the 10.
First and goal from Immokalee to the 10-yard line.
The officials are still sorting things out. Paul Palmatier is saying first down. It is first and goal. The ball is on the 10-yard line. Edgerrin Smith, a quarterback for Immokalee. Best shot of the night, gives to James. James twists and spins his way down to the 6-yard line. Edgerrin James moves the football before he's brought down by Steve Cannon. The ball is spotted at the 7. It'll be second down and goal there.
Second goal from the 7-yard line.
It's only 18-0. A touchdown here, and Immokalee is right back in the game. Smith wanted to do something with the football, and there wasn't anybody to do it to. And the man who did it to him was Tony Campbell. Campbell came in and spun him around like he was a textbook that he didn't want to study with. Take a look at this, folks. Spin and throw. He's ready for the National Wrestling Alliance, folks. Next thing they'll do is teach him a figure 4 leg lock. Third and goal at the 15. And Immokalee had first and goal at the 10. Now they have third and goal at the 15. Give us to James. James has a block in front of him, but he won't get far. Look at that. There are at least 8 Booker Tornadoes around him. He got to the 9-yard line, maybe the 8, a gain of 7. It is fourth and goal. And watch how many purple jerseys are around this guy. Watch here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Booker jerseys are around Edgerrin James. And we've got 7 seconds on the clock as Immokalee comes out of the huddle. And they will get the playoff before the quarter comes to an end. We've reached the end of 3 with the score. Booker 18, Immokalee nothing. Go, fight, go is the cry on the near sidelines as the Booker Tornadoes lead by a score of 18 to nothing. But Immokalee has the ball fourth and goal at the 7-yard line, and they are obviously going for it as we open up the fourth quarter. Edren Smith looks to Edgerrin James, and James twists, spins, drives. Did he make it? The Booker Tornadoes think they've got him stopped. And he didn't. He didn't make it. The Tornadoes hold on 4th and goal. And the big goal line stand comes in quick. Here's a look at it again. There's James with the football. Follows his blocking, cuts up there, runs into a Booker Tornado, runs into a few, and he is short of the goal line, but not by much. At the 1, Booker has 99 yards to go for a score. 1st and 10 at their own 1. Handoff inside, and now the Immokalee players think they've got a safety. The officials say he got out of the end zone, but I think it was awfully close. Here's a replay. Steve Cannon barely got out of the end zone. It will be 2nd down and 10 at the 1. Booker Tornadoes go back into their huddle, almost on the end line. Now they break out. Here comes Jonny Baker. Baker gets out to the 9-yard line. What a great run and what a fantastic tackle. Tell you, Ernest Hall came up to make a big hit. Also there was Jean Cantal. It will be 3rd down and 2. Long 2, maybe 3rd and 3. You know, when the Booker Tornadoes need a couple of yards, they always go to Jonny Baker with good reason. He is their workhorse running back who's done a great job so far this year. And we've got some flags again. And I think Immokalee may have gone across the line of scrimmage. Encroachment against Immokalee. They just gave Booker a 1st down. Coach Gary Meadows over on the far side is going to see yellow flags in his sleep tonight. So it's all starting again for Booker. 1st and 10. Handoff is to Baker, and Baker gets out to about the 16-yard line. Good bit of running by Jonny Baker. Making the tackle is Isaac Salas after the gain of 4. 2nd and 6. The officials put the ball at the 17-yard line, maybe the 18. They have to get to the 24 for the 1st down. Glenn Gant has been in all the way at quarterback for Booker. And the give, and close to a 1st down, is Steve Cannon. I don't know if Cannon got it. He may be about a half a yard shy. The official says timeout. Is he going to bring the sticks in, or is he just going to look? They're going to bring the sticks in. It's that close. Here's a look at the run again by Cannon. It's a good tackle inside. Good effort by Jacob Gallegos. The sticks come across. We will put the field glasses on it. I think Booker's short by about half a yard. That's about it. It will be 3rd down for the Tornadoes with the ball just shy of the 24-yard line. They need to get to the 24 for the 1st down. Delvecchio Walls and Derek Sanders on the far side. They are in the wide receiver slots. Cannon and Baker in the backfield. Gant ready to go on 3rd and short. And this time it's Steve Cannon.
procedure choice against tornadoes. It will be third.
Now, I'll tell you what, Cannon was going full speed, too. He was ready to go. And the illegal procedure call will go against Booker, so instead of third and about half a yard, it's third and 5.5. Changes the Booker strategy now. Looking to throw downfield. Wide open, and what a reception by Willie Johnson. All the way down to the 36-yard line. Willie Johnson is dragged out of bounds at the 36. And the Booker Tornadoes get a big first down from the 18. Look at this reception as Johnson does the turnaround. A 46-yard pass and run. Ball is at the 37-yard line, so make it a 45-yard play. Gant watches the blitz, gives to Baker, and Baker ran right into the strength of the Immokalee defense as they were starting to show blitz and actually came right on the count. It'll be no gain, 2nd and 10. Here's a replay. Now watch how the blitz is coming through and they fill the gaps to the Indians. See that they fill all the gaps, and right there Baker has nowhere to go. Tackle by Youngblood. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, going long. Yes, a reception at the 7-yard line for Del Vecchio Walls. And the official will spot it at the 5. Del Vecchio Walls with a 32-yard pass reception. All of a sudden, the Booker offense has opened up. And there's the pass and a great spiral. Walls beats his man, hits at the 6 and slides to the 5, and they put it on the 5. First and goal for the Tornadoes, who already lead by 18. Gant now has the Tornadoes on a roll. Gives to Baker. Baker spins, twists, and he's smacked down at the 2. Ernest Hall, Roy Campbell, the guys making the stop for Immokalee. Will be 2nd down and goal from the 2. Now the Booker Tornadoes looking to get yet some more points on the board with 6:25 to go in the ball game. Del Vecchio Walls going wide to the left side. To the near side, it's Jarvis Ronnie. Give is to Steve Cannon. Touchdown. And the Booker Tornadoes have made it a 24-0 ball game with 6:06 to go. And watch Cannon get the handoff. And watch here as he crosses the line and then is hit by the defensive back. See, the defensive back should have been at the goal line to make that hit. You can't be in the end zone to make that hit, not to stop a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And a bad snap, and the ball's just all over the place, and that's the end of the play, right there. We'll be back. There's 6:06 to go in the ball game. Booker 24, Immokalee nothing. Stay with us.
Cable uses it. Teachers and Cable, partners in learning.
What's playing at the movies? It's a lineup you don't want to pass up on Comcast.
Wait!
Lifetime presents full-fledged drama in Against Her Will, the Carrie Beck story. And it's a salute to romance in the name of love. On USA, suspense is in the air. Dead air.
I didn't kill Catherine or anyone else.
Plus, there's the mystery of the companion.
May I introduce you to Jeffrey?
Comcast, making movies better than ever.
6:06 to go in the ball game. Booker leads 24-0. Immokalee set to receive a kickoff. They have yet to be able to return one tonight because the Booker kicker, Kip Zimmerman, keeps putting it into the end zone. And there's no reason to believe he won't do it again, even though he is kicking against a slight breeze. It's about a 5 or 6 mile an hour breeze. Zimmerman kicks it, and this time it is picked up at the 5-yard line. 10, 15, 20, out to the 25-yard line. For the Immokalee Indians goes Jean Contave. Contave gives the Indians a little bit of field position, 5 yards more than if it had gone through the end zone. And there's exactly 6 minutes left in the ball game. The Tornadoes have been in command most of the night. But Immokalee coming into this game at 6-1. You wonder how they got that way, considering all the mistakes that they have made tonight. Smith hands off, gives to James, and James gets nowhere. Look at the hit by Larry Chestnut and George Gibson. There's 5 Booker Tornadoes around the football. And on the play, a loss of a yard. Let's look at the replay again, and let's count how many Booker Tornadoes are around the football. Here's the handoff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there were 5 and a half. He kind of gave up as the tackle was being made. 2nd and 11 for Immokalee. 2nd and 11 for Immokalee, and Paul Palmatier, the official, goes to the clock, and he's checking equipment or something. We'll let the officials talk it over. Now they say let's play football. One thing about doing a cable cast, folks, everybody's interested in what you're doing. Handoff up the middle, and again, the Booker Tornadoes stop it cold. Steve Cannon made the stop on James. We got a couple. It's at the 27-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and 9. It really is fun getting to do the TV side of this, and on the sideline is Mike Hawthorne. Pads are off. He's done for the night. Smith sends a man in motion. Rolls left. Throws downfield. Incomplete. And he had Contave open. Contave was open and the ball was a bit behind him. It will be 4th down. And you trail by 24. Do you kick the football away or do you try to make it? I would think that's the time to gamble a little bit and try to get the 1st down. As I was saying, when you do one of these television broadcasts, everybody's a little interested in what you're doing. We gather a crowd just about wherever we go. We sure enjoy meeting lots of you folks who end up watching these Saturday morning telecasts. Punt team is in, a high snap. James pulls it down and gets off his best punt of the night. It takes an Immokalee roll down to the 25-yard line, down to about the 23. And Booker will take over, and now there's a little extra blocking going on at the line of scrimmage. And the officials move it all downfield and say, let's play football, boys. 3:44 to go in the ball game. Booker leading 24-0. Let me take a moment here to thank a lot of folks, like our production crew, Tori Spear, who's on the field camera. Dave Perkins on top of the press box with camera number 1. Our director, Scott Wilson, and our producer, Dan Knispel. And a special thanks to my dad, Ralph Giannotti Sr., for doing the spotting tonight. Kathy Lembeck back at the studio. Oh, Kathy Lynn back at the studio, playing back the tape as you watch it on Saturday. Sometimes these headsets, you know, the earphones in them aren't as good as they ought to be. And, you know, our other spotter, Michael Giannotti, he's homesick tonight. So as he's watching this on Saturday morning, hope you're feeling better, son. 5-yard penalty for Booker for delay of game, and it's 1st and 15. Now, we move along on 1st and 15. Gant gives to Baker, and Baker gets some running room outside at the 30, the 35, the 40, 45, and dragged down near the 50-yard line. Coming up hard, Jesus Olvera to make the tackle. But Baker turned on the speed. Watch how Baker eludes some tacklers early. Watch this move right here. Goes between two of them. Turns it upfield. It looked like they were trying to play flag football. They were reaching for something that wasn't there. That something was Jonny Baker. What an exciting runner he is. Looking forward to seeing him in the final game of the season for Booker when they play Cardinal Mooney over at Mooney. Handoff is to Baker again as he spins his way forward for a gain of 2. And we have a flag. Let's see what happens here with this flag. Dead ball foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct, Immokalee. And now Booker calls a timeout with 2:44 to go in the game. That'll give us a moment or two to talk to you about the rest of the season, but let's watch the replay of the play first. Here's Baker. Now watch on the lower, watch this right there. Right there. And I think Roy Campbell might want to think twice about doing something like that. And there's a Booker player who's receiving some attention on the sideline. We cannot see who it is because everybody's around him. Let's see who gets up. Can't see who it is, but we will check on it for you as the Booker Tornadoes continue their timeout. Next week, we will be at Powell Davis Stadium in Venice as the Venice Indians take on the Southeast Seminoles. Battle of the Tribes on Comcast. And the week after, what a weekend we'll have for you. High school football doubleheader. First, the Booker Cardinal Mooney game on Saturday morning, followed by the Sarasota Riverview game. Or in some order, we'll have those two games for you. And let me point out to you that one is the small school city championship, the Booker Sarasota Cardinal Mooney game. Then the Riverview Sarasota game is for all the marbles in the district. So you won't want to miss either of those games. That's in 2 weeks here on Comcast. I am told now the Riverview Sarasota game will be broadcast first on Channel 4. Now, the Tornado quarterback, Glenn Gant, takes it himself for about a 4-yard gain across the 30 to the 29-yard line. Clock continues to roll with 2.5 minutes to go. Never did find out who that Booker player was on the sideline, but he's apparently okay. They're not really concerned. He's just kind of, maybe it's leg cramps down there. Second down and 5. Don't forget the big Bandmasters concerts at Hawkins Field later today as you're watching on Saturday morning. You might want to get out to Hawkins Stadium if you like high school band music. That's the place to be today. Baker with the call, going upfield, lots of running room, and a flag on the play as Baker crosses the goal line. Jonny Baker went 29 yards, but I don't think it's going to hold up. The touchdown maker, Jonny Baker, is going to have one undone. Here's the replay. There's the pitch to Baker. Let's see if we can pick up the flag. We can't on camera. But nonetheless, the ball is brought back to the 31-yard line. Coach Riles gives him a little pat and says, "You've done a good job tonight." Ball is on the 41 following the penalty. It'll be second down and 17 for Booker. 1:45 on the clock. The Tornadoes taking their time now. Delvecchio Walls wide to the far side. Steve Zeman to the near side. Handoff and running room for Ronnie Williams. Williams down to the 34-yard line. Ronnie Williams was brought down by Jesse Martinez. He stayed in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. Inside a minute and a half. We want to take a second to thank our game sponsors, Albertsons, in the Landing Shopping Center on US 41. Play It Again Sports in the Sarasota Crossings Shopping Center, located at Fruitville Road and I-75. And Subway sandwich shops throughout the area, the makers of fine sandwiches that draw a crowd wherever they go. Subway. Williams again to the 26-yard line. Ronnie Williams, and a flag and more flags. And I think we've got some extracurricular activity on the field with a minute to go in the game. The official indicates unsportsmanlike conduct against Booker, unsportsmanlike conduct against Immokalee, and here's the replay. There's Williams. Williams is brought down. There might have been a late hit. Williams is trying to get out of the way, and now we got a flag. So, that was the situation. The officials are huddling up and talking about it. With 55 seconds on the clock, this should be a simple matter. We ought to just get it over with and get on home. The Booker Band is still playing. Everybody's happy. The officials are still huddling up, talking about where we're going to put the football. I think what they'll probably do, they might do, is call it offsetting. Nope, they're going to march off a bunch against Booker. Then they're going to march off a bunch against Immokalee, unsportsmanlike conduct against Immokalee. So we're going to march off 15 the other way. Well, we got it right back to where it started, folks. "55 seconds and the clock rolls, and the Tornadoes break out of the huddle. Matt Rickson wide to the right side, to the near side. It's, is that Walls? No. Handoff, and Ronnie Williams again may have a first down at the 23-yard line. Ronnie Williams is moving the football himself. Here's a look at it again, and watch Ronnie Williams as Steve Zeman is in at quarterback now. Does he get the first down? That's what everybody wants to know. Now the officials are going to measure. 31 seconds on the clock, and they're going to bring the sticks across. They were going to measure. Yes, they are going to measure. With 31 seconds on the clock, they are shy of the first down. No, they got it. Okay, so Booker will do the quarterback kneel down play, and the ball game's over. But they could also hand off to somebody. I don't think they'll throw the football. Booker leading 24-0. Clock is rolling, 25 seconds left in the game. To the far side, it's Jarvis Roney. Here we go. And James Miller drives his way forward to the 17-yard line with 8 seconds on the clock, and that'll do it. Final score of tonight's ball game: Booker 24, Immokalee nothing. Booker goes to 8-0 on this season. Immokalee drops to 6-2. Next week we'll be at Powell Davis Stadium in Venice for Southeast versus Venice. I'm Ralph Giannotti for the entire.
Plays Wednesday, December 28th at 7:30 at Manatee High School's Hawkins Stadium. The game features the top seniors from Manatee County against the senior all-stars from Sarasota County. The first ever junior Powell Bowl between Youth League all-stars will be played at halftime. Tickets are on sale now at the Manatee and Sarasota County Sheriff's offices. All proceeds from the Tropicana Powell Bowl go to the local police athletic leagues.